I've always had weird dreams. But this wasn't a dream. The first time it happened, I chalked it up to stress. I had just moved into a new apartment, tiny, cheap, but quiet. Too quiet. The kind of quiet that presses against your eardrums and makes you feel like something's listening. That night, I fell asleep with my bedroom window cracked open. A breeze pushed through the blinds, making them sway like fingers. At around 3:12 a.m., I woke up, or I thought I did. My eyes were open, staring straight at the ceiling. I could feel my body in the bed, but I couldn't move. Not a finger, not a breath. My chest was pinned under something heavy, not like weight, more like presence. At first, I thought it was sleep paralysis. I'd read about it, seen a few creepy Reddit stories. But when I turned my eyes toward the corner of the room, just barely, I saw something there. A shadow, tall, thin, standing perfectly still, its head tilted too far to one side like it was studying me. It had no face, just blackness, but I could feel it watching me. And worse, I could hear it. Not with my ears, inside my head. It was whispering things I couldn't quite understand. A low chant, like wet voices grinding against each other. I tried to scream. Nothing came out. Then its head began to move, jerking slightly like it was twitching with excitement. And it took a step forward. I thought I was going to die, or go insane. But just as it reached the foot of my bed, I blinked, and it was morning. Bright daylight, birds chirping, my muscles sore like I'd run a marathon in my sleep. But the worst part? My feet were dirty, like I'd been standing on the floor. After that first night, I told myself it was just sleep paralysis, stress, exhaustion, whatever. I looked it up online. Everyone said the same thing. It's harmless. But the second time it happened, I knew it wasn't. I woke up at 3:14 a.m., this time on my side, eyes wide open, facing the wall. I couldn't move, couldn't blink, couldn't breathe right. The air felt thick, like I was underwater. My vision flickered at the edges. And then I heard it again, the whisper. But it wasn't in my room. It was in me, like it had slipped under my skin. Something slithering across my spine, behind my ribs, curling up through the back of my skull. And this time, I understood two words: let go. I tried to scream, but I couldn't even open my mouth. Then I felt the pressure. Something climbing onto the bed, one slow, deliberate step at a time. I couldn't turn to see it. I could only feel it pressing down on the mattress. It got close enough for me to feel warm breath on my cheek. But the air was wrong, sour and electric, like the inside of a broken TV. My tears ran sideways onto the pillow, and still, I couldn't move. The thing leaned in closer. I could hear it breathing in my ear. It didn't sound human. It sounded hungry. And then it whispered again, but this time it used my voice. Just let me in. The lights flicked on. I bolted upright, gasping for air. The clock said 3:15. Only a minute had passed. I was drenched in sweat. My muscles felt locked, like I'd been flexing for hours. My arms were bruised, deep finger marks along my wrists. I lived alone. After that night, I started sleeping with the lights on. It didn't help. Every time I drifted off, I'd wake up again, frozen. The shape in the corner was always there now, sometimes tall, sometimes crawling on the ceiling. Sometimes I heard it under the bed, dragging its claws across the floorboards. I started counting seconds, 3:12 a.m., every night. At first I thought it was a dream pattern, but I checked my phone once. The alarm was set for 6. At exactly 3:12 a.m., the alarm went off. It flashed a new message I didn't write. You are mine between breaths. The last night started like all the others. 3:12 a.m. But this time, I was already awake. I hadn't slept in 2 days. Too scared. I was surviving on caffeine and panic. Every creak in the walls made me flinch. Every flicker in the light made my stomach turn. But I couldn't keep my eyes open forever. I remember blinking, just once, and the room changed. It wasn't my bedroom anymore. Not exactly. The walls stretched outward. The corners of the room curved like I was inside something alive, breathing. The bed pressed upward beneath me, as if it were lifting me like a hand. I tried to move. Nothing. My chest burned. I couldn't inhale. The shadows on the ceiling began to churn. They melted together into a single mass, the figure. But this time, it had a face. My face. It crawled across the ceiling like a spider, upside down, smiling. Its eyes were lidless, red and raw, and its mouth kept opening wider than should be possible until the jaw cracked. Then it dropped, straight onto my chest. I couldn't scream. I couldn't breathe. It leaned down and whispered with my voice, but wrong, like it had forgotten how to use it. "Let me wear you." Its hands pressed into my face. Its fingers slipped under my skin like smoke. I felt it worming into my thoughts, digging through my memories, tasting who I was. Then, it went quiet. No pressure, no noise. Just me, staring at the ceiling again. Free. I shot upright, gasping. It was gone. Or so I thought. I stumbled into the bathroom, flipped on the light, just to see something familiar, something safe. But the mirror didn't show me blinking. It didn't move at all. I raised my hand. The reflection raised the wrong one, and smiled. I've been trying to act normal ever since, trying to blend in, but I don't think I'm doing it right. The people I work with, they've started avoiding me. The clerk at the gas station drops my change instead of placing it in my hand. Dogs bark when I pass. Children cry if I get too close. And every night, I go to sleep. At exactly 3:12 a.m., someone else wakes up inside me. If you ever wake up and can't move, and you see something in the corner, don't look at it. Don't listen to it. And whatever you do, don't let it speak your name.